You're listening to Happy Hour Hustle from the creative geniuses here at 834. We're funny, informative, and we swear. We talk all things marketing, communication, small business, plus we offer up hot takes on our industry and whatever else we feel like talking about. So, grab your drink of choice. It's always 5 o'clock at 8:34, and crank it up. Hey hustlers, welcome back for more of our conversation about influencer marketing. We talked with Allie Zuiderveen and Chelsea Sinke, who are two of our local influencers here in the Grand Rapids area. Last week they talked about their likes and dislikes and just so much more about the whole world. This week we want to share more of that conversation, which includes where they think the industry is going. Let's take a listen.
So we mentioned a green flag and a red flag. Do you have more?
I love that question.
Yep.
Do you want to if you want to start, go for it.
We've talked about a lot of them already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think green flags, like we said this, ask for my rates up front or let me know what your budget is up front. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have a budget. If I can swing it to do work for trade, I will. I can't always. So either let me know you don't have a budget so that I can tell you right up front, like yes or no, or let me know what your budget is, or ask me because it's just respectful. So that's a green flag. Like any of those combinations. If you ask what my budget is, or if you say we can't pay but we have this to offer you, both of those things feel respectful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being upfront, very green flag.
If they want to hear my creative ideas and let me play a part in the creative direction.
Ooh,
I love, it's a little bit of extra. I do influencer content creation work and I do UGC work. UGC work is behind the scenes creating content for the brand for them to post on their platform. With that kind of work, it's a lot more the brand telling me exactly what to shoot because it's an ad that they know they need to run.
Yeah.
If you're hiring me as an influencer, it's let me use my creative voice. It's quick and easy work when you give me a script to follow, but it's also less fun. And it's not going to resonate with my followers, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
It might resonate with yours. It's not going to resonate with mine. So if you want my followers behind the content, give me some creative freedom to chip in my ideas.
Yeah.
And I love that. If they're open to an ongoing partnership versus a one-off, this is big for me. Like, number one, it's more efficient for both the influencer and the brand if you can develop a positive working relationship and continue working together. Yeah. Because I am anal retentive about like getting into the mindset of your brand before I create content. Like I do my research. I want to make sure that what I'm posting is in line and is usable for you and really helps you. And once I've done that work for the first collab, it's that much quicker to just have me do 3 posts. Like let's roll out. Like let's do November, December, and January. Yeah. I'll give you my ideas for 3 months in a row of posts versus one post.
Yeah.
And
it gets better, you know?
Yes. And it's influencing is sales. Like what is I can't remember the name of the principle, but there's a sales principle where it's like 7 touches before someone clicks buy. Like
7 touch points.
Yeah, the 7 touch point rule. Like
right there.
Yes, thank you. So like somebody, a person has to hear about a product or a brand 7 times in general before they click buy.
Yeah.
So you might not always see a huge return on the first post.
Yeah, it's all about awareness.
But keep working with me and it will work out. And so I love when a brand wants to actually have a continuing partnership. Red flags, I said commission-based payment. No. Expecting ad usage or raw files without additional compensation. I think that asking for ad usage and raw files is absolutely in the brand's best interest because like we said, they can slice and dice that into a million different ads. But I know you're going to be making money with my content. So if you expect that without offering me compensation for it, it's a no. Unlimited revisions, including in the contract. Like, let's limit it to 2. I want to be sure that what I'm creating aligns with what you're needing. But if you want more than 2 revisions included, No, because I'm not going to stay on the hook for forever creating and creating and creating and creating for you for the same price. Not actually using my name in email.
That's my big one.
Yes. And comparing my rates with other people. I said that already. So unprofessional.
Yeah, I've never had that. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't imagine. I'd be like, oh, that's
Or like,
rude.
hi there.
Oh, yeah.
Or hey babe.
Red flag.
Like, no, you just copy and pasted this to 300 people.
I know. I feel like mine are different just because you and I do very different content. I mean, there are some similars where we run into each other, but most of it is different. And I am still a little bit newer to the game, so I have not had a lot of those red flags yet. Thank goodness. I don't say I'm hearing about it, I'm like, oh gosh. Now I know who to reach out to if I need help. I need help writing this firm email that you once mentioned. Anytime. But yeah, with the red flags, the name thing just really bugs me because I just feel like you should know who you're reaching out to as well. Because I mean, it's your brand. You don't want to give it to someone who's gonna go crush it or not bring it value. So yeah, that's my big one. And then when they don't ask for your rates, because I mean everybody's different. We have different numbers. We have different stuff that we're good at, and I don't know. And a lot of my time too, like who depends on who reach out to me. Like if I know it's a small business, I'll change my rates to what works with them and the relationship I have with them. I mean, it is networking. It's about who you know, you know. So that, and then that's a green flag, asking for rates, and then sharing full details. I had one where I was like, okay, is there certain things that you need to tag? Because I got caught on one of mine, like, oh, well, you didn't tag this one. I'm like, oh, well, you didn't tell me to. So I didn't think I had to.
Specific. Yeah.
And so now I've learned, like, all right, who do you need to tag? Do I need to tag the location? Is there any hashtags that you need, like, put? So being upfront with that, just so I don't miss anything, and then you make it feel like it's my fault.
I want to speak. This is not a red versus green flag situation, but I want to speak to what Chelsea said about rate differentiation, because I know that sometimes that can get us influencers in trouble, changing our rates based on the brand, but yes, like we do have different rate structures depending on your business. And here's the thing. It's not that we charge businesses more if they're a big brand. It's that our rates start where they start. But if you're not a major corporation and you're a brand that is like a hometown brand that I believe in, I might discount my rate for you because I want to help you out.
Right.
It's not a situation of like a sliding scale, like all over the place, like with different rates for different brands. It's I work with corporations sometimes. I have a rate that is where it starts, and when a small brand pitches me, I say, this is my typical starting rate. Let me know if it's not within your budget. I want to help you. I want to work with you. Let me know what your budget is, because then at least they know, like, this is what I typically get paid. This is what makes it worth my time, makes it worth my nanny, makes it worth whatever I have to give up in order to do that for you. And then if they just can't, and I am passionate about that business, maybe we can work something out. If it's a restaurant, like maybe you can give me a voucher for like a store credit or a gift card in lieu of part of the payment or whatever.
Right.
But I think I will do a lot more for a lot less for a small business that I want to help promote.
Yeah.
But I also like have corporate clients, and I know that they have the budget. I know that they're paying studio photographers 3 times as much as they're paying me.
Yeah.
So it's like if you are having actual commercials created for like 16 grand, so surely you can pay me 1. Like
Right.
And that's the difference.
No, exactly. And that's what I was getting at too. And then well, I mean, that's like just everywhere, like just even a job. I mean, it is who you know. And if you build those relationships like I have with the small businesses, I mean, they're more friends than customers now. Yeah. So you're willing to do more for friends.
Relationship building is so important. And it goes both ways.
It does. Yeah.
Like you're willing to do more once you have that relationship built, you're going to go above and beyond, but also I feel like they're more likely to compensate fairly too, because they know your worth, like once you've developed that ongoing relationship.
No, that's completely fair. And I actually just had that experience, which I was very excited about it just happened last week. I did a campaign during the summer, and they came back like, we love what you did for our last campaign. We love like talking to you, and you were so friendly. We want you to be back for this one. I'm like, yes, please. Yeah. and then they also knew my rates, and they were like, oh, we actually have a little bit more for you this time because we appreciated it so much and the excitement you brought to it. I'm like, thanks.
Yes. That's such a good feeling.
So yeah, networking goes a long way.
And I would say for creators too, like, hey creators.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Like you, as much as we've talked about budget and compensation, as a creator, like it is so much more than just a meal ticket, than just the payoff. Like you can't treat all of your campaigns like just a payment. Yeah. Because if you're not looking at it as a relationship building opportunity, then you are missing out on future relationship, future payoff. Like I will never say yes to a brand that doesn't feel completely aligned with my following, my niche, my style, my personal beliefs. Like I said, like I'm not going to partner with a non-toxic cleaning brand and then turn around and partner with Clorox. Like you've got to keep it real and you've got to develop those relationships, because it does turn into like future opportunities.
It does. Yeah.
And so for a creator, from a creator standpoint, like a brand can tell if you only care about the money. So on the flip side, like do not make your brand partners feel like you're only in it for the money and not because you love them or their product, because they're not going to come back to you. Yeah. They will know. They can tell.
They can. Well, and that's how I got a lot of my partnerships too, because when I started, I mean, I had nothing. I started from zero. Nobody knew who I was. And so I would just post some places I like. And then they would reach out like, we'd love to have you back. We didn't even know you came in. Let's actually do something together this time. And I'm like, yes, I would love that. Because I truly liked the brand and they could see that. And so they wanted me to actually come and do work for them.
It's a great place to get started for content creators who are trying to get started. Like just start posting about the things you already love.
Right.
And half the time, like I have gotten like high paying collaborations from that because I posted just because I loved them. And so they knew it was authentic. And that goes such a long way. And I think, again, just like if you lose the trust of your followers, you have nothing. Like authenticity is key with social media. And it's the key to like any positive outcome for a collaboration, no matter what.
Yeah, like you referenced earlier, like the big one that you had to turn down, and I was like, the one I had to turn down, I'm like, oh, that could lead to so many good things, but it would just be so fake, and I would hate myself for posting it.
Everyone would know. And
No, that makes sense. Well, we love talking to you guys so much. Thank you. But I see drinks are starting to get me. So I want to wrap it up. I want to wrap it up with a question that kind of looks towards the future. So we talked about like where you've seen it kind of come from and like how you've seen your careers advance in influencer marketing. But where do you see it going now? I know you talked a little bit about TikTok and pay for play and stuff like that, but where do you see this going in the future, especially as it relates to, how you connect with brands and things like that?
I'll say, so you're asking like personally for us or the influencer world?
Let's do both.
Both. Okay.
Let's start with you.
With me. I would say for me, I would like to, I never like say it out loud. Like I always have the thoughts in my head, but just like saying it out loud. No, I would definitely want to work just more with local shops. Get actual more partnerships, and then create Grand Rapids guides as well as something that I'm in the works with.
Awesome.
Yeah. So like,
is this a sneak peek?
oh, kind of a little sneak peek. Yeah, no date to be posted, but
Okay.
but yeah, some fun little guides of must-dos, date nights, like friends dates, just like all the stuff you can do that people don't normally think of is in the works for me. And then
This is very exciting. 'Cause
yeah.
you invest time into this. So,
a lot of time.
You're the expert. Yeah,
Oh, thank
I do
you.
love that.
I definitely try, and I feel like my main focus is just like the everyday person. Like if I can afford it, everyone can afford it, because the type of places. Like I don't like, I'll go to like some fancy nights, but they're like in a blue moon. Like I feel like the average living does, because I am average living.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I think for just the influencer world, kind of what you hit on earlier is just you got to pay to play, like you said. And like I didn't realize it until the holiday season, where like big money does pay off, and I'm just like, oh, we're not there yet, but maybe we'll get there in the future. Right now, I got my little community, and we're all happy and festive right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I do think that big brands will be on TikTok Shop, and that's going to be a really big thing, is shopping on those platforms instead of going to different links.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
I
I know that you're right. I know that you're right. And like my initial, like what pops, like my gut reaction to that is like, well, when the big brands join, then I'll start participating. Is that terrible? I'm like, I don't want to inauthentically sell like cheap Amazon brands that aren't good quality.
I know. And I feel like that's like the big thing for influencers is the Amazon storefronts. I have one, but I don't ever promote it because one, it's not Grand Rapids stuff, and two, I'm just like, I don't know how to do this organically.
Like I'm a proof. I can do TikTok Shop. I have TikTok Shop. I don't ever post TikTok Shop things because A, when I hop on the platform, I'm so annoyed by seeing them.
Yeah.
And B, and it's stuff that like, it's stuff that no one right now. It's stuff that no one wants. I'm not gonna pay $40 for that cheap bodysuit that I can't tell if it's quality or not. No. Or like the knockoff Stanley mug.
The
no.
crisscross chair. Have you seen that?
Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh my gosh. I just scroll whenever I see that.
It, yes.
It's just a wide chair.
It's a chair. But if you like, if Abercrombie gets on TikTok Shop, if Quince gets on there, like if brands that I love and wear and use, like Dyson get on TikTok Shop, like I will promote the heck out of my vacuum cleaner because that thing changed my life.
Love videos.
Yes, I've got it. Like I will go live with my vacuum to sell it on TikTok Shop because it is a game changer. But until I can promote the things that I already use in my life, no. But I do think you're right on that. I think that there's going to be a trend in brands wanting to partner with creators who have quality content over quantity. I think a lot of people grew their TikToks on the like quantity principle. And now that things are so saturated and things are so pay to play, I think it's going to really matter that quality content is being created because brands are going to want to be able to repurpose it as UGC and not only have it be the partnership. Along with that, I see things going a UGC direction versus strictly influencer marketing. Like, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here because I love partnering with brands for influencer campaigns, but I also do UGC creation, and I get way more frequent work creating UGC versus influencer campaigns. So I might get paid more for an influencer campaign, but I do one or two of those a month. And I work every week on UGC content. Brands are never going to not need usable content for ads.
Oh, that's fair.
And they can pay less for that than an influencer and get quality content. And so I think for influencers who really want to be workable, offer both, like especially if you have quality content, because it just differentiates and diversifies like how you can get paid and build your living And then I think more authenticity and less gimmicks and over stylization. So like, again, with TikTok for a while, it was all the dance it. Like what made TikTok big is not what is current on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I think learning who your audience is and creating authentic content for your audience is really important versus following every single trend or every gimmick. If you want to partner with brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. Chelsea, thank you both for being here so much.
you.
We
Thank
love
you for having me.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the drinks. Come back anytime. Hang out.
I want to
Let's
do this
do.
again. This is so fun.
Let's make this a regular segment.
I love that.
I love it. Okay.
Yummy.
For all you listeners, we'll catch you next time.